Today is December 15th. Today's quote is, "Don't be bothered." If someone is not happy at your success, don't be bothered. They don't deserve a place in your mind. If you give them a place in your mind, they will just discourage you. It was actually Nelson Mandela who said that nobody lives rent-free in your mind. What did he mean by that? He means that if somebody comes in your mind, you're paying for that. Well, it may be a good thought or maybe a bad thought. I think he was particularly referring to a person you don't like. That you can't let them in your mind, and in Sanskrit, Cheta, mind can also mean heart, consciousness, mind, heart. So we let them in our heart, we let them in our consciousness, let them in our mind, we let them in our being. This person who we don't like, we let them in, and there's all this negativity towards them, and it's oozing all through our being. Oh, I don't like them. I become very critical. So it's puts us in a very, very negative space. So that's what he meant. We're paying rent for holding that person in our minds. Now, attraction and repulsion, Krishna says, are felt by all embodied beings. One should not fall under the control of attraction and repulsion. That's Krishna's advice. Why? Because that force of especially repulsion is extremely strong. And then we think of someone we don't like or think of a situation we don't like, and it kind of can and possibly just kind of encompass our thoughts. If the situation is really difficult for us, it's really somebody did something we really don't like, it's really bothering us, then we become absorbed in that person. And isn't it ironic that the very person you don't like is the person that you're thinking? Like Kamsa, he didn't like Krishna, but fortunately Krishna is Krishna. So Kamsa was becoming purified indirectly by thinking of Krishna, because he hated Krishna. He knew Krishna was going to kill him. So he was always thinking of Krishna, not favorably. But the idea was the anger and the enmity was so intense that his meditation on Krishna was Narada Muni said, more intense than my meditation on him. So that's the nature of aversion. It causes a very powerful focus, a very powerful meditation, isn't it? So Krishna, in his infinite wisdom of our psyche and our nature, knows that we are supposed to think of him always, and if we're thinking of this other person who we hate, who we'd like to get back at, retaliate against, whatever, if we're absorbed in them, then we're not thinking of him. He's over here, they're over there. I think you get the picture, I think you understand the point. When we allow attraction or repulsion to absorb us, then we forget Krishna. So Krishna's saying, the goal is manmana bhavamad bhakto, always think of me. And if you're always thinking of things you don't like, or things you love, things you want to enjoy, or things that repulse you hate, how are you going to think of me? Because you'll just be, it's all about you. Now, one last thought on this. Okay, I know people hurt us, and I know sometimes we become upset and disturbed, and we think about them. And we feel upset, and we tell our friends, I'm upset, I feel bad, and so forth. But ultimately, we want to start feeling for Krishna, not just feeling what I feel about something, but what does Krishna want me to feel? How should I feel? Does Krishna want me to do that? Would Krishna be happy if I was more equipoised? Yes, he would be. So we can think in those situations, well, would Krishna be happy if I just let this go? Would that be better? Would that give him pleasure? The answer is yes, it would. So I want to leave you with that thought. Whenever you're upset, whenever you're obsessed with thinking about someone that hurt you or is doing something wrong or doing something abominable according to you, Ask yourself, does Krishna want me to implant this figure in my heart and mind and meditate on how much I hate them? Obviously, you'll realize, no, he doesn't. It's a nice thought. It's a nice meditation. Let's have emotions in relation to what gives Krishna pleasure rather than just what I like and I don't like.